So when the unit's delivered, the first thing we need to do is to take off the cover here and also the cover here using two Allen screws which are down the bottom. You can see them just here, which is a 4mm Allen key, and then the brackets connect onto here, and the wooden slats are used for lifting the unit in place. So once that's done, actually this casing here, which is the compressor cupboard, the lid can be put back on because we're not going to do any work in there. All of our connections are around this side. You can see here it comes with a washing machine hose. So this is going to be our drain, and you can see it goes up into the unit here. So this would normally be drilled through into this section. This is where the tubes are designed to come through, so our flow and returns cables and everything normally come through. If you don't want to go through the bottom, what you do is you come through this panel here, which, if we look around the side, is a cutaway, and this is actually designed to put the isolator in. So you can see here that we have our Y strainer, which is our connection for our flow in. So you can see 1-inch BSP female, and it has a little shut-off valve here so that we can clean it, and the return to the house is here on the pump, again 1-inch BSP female, which would go out to the house. It's a good idea to also put a shut-off valve in on the pump here so that we can actually clean this Y strainer without draining the whole system. So the Sparky is going to connect his power into here, live, neutral and earth. There's a couple of screws to undo, and you use the 3-core cable here, and what we use is 0.3mm screened cable, which is flex. You cannot use rigid cables, so Cat 5 is no good, but you can get multi-stranded flex for this. So off you go from here to the indoor unit. The really key thing is that this is not a drip tray. This is bone dry inside the unit, so the drain has to come out through the bottom somewhere, and we don't want water collecting inside the unit, because once it's running, this is actually a slightly warm space, so we don't want the actual water in there. A lot of people, when they're doing the side entry, just bring the drain out through here and the water trickles out through this hole here. So that's it. In the install manual it talks about the size of the piping, but flow is everything on a RED, so we want to try and use the biggest pipe that we can when we're installing it. You will see a little sticker here that says attention, so when you look up inside here, it's already been removed on this unit, but there is a bracket that would connect on here. You can see the compressor, and it comes across and up into the roof. It's a piece of metal. It has to be removed. If you don't remove it, it makes the unit really, really noisy. So that's all good. So once all of those connections are made, we'll be able to start the unit up and commission.